everybody. Crap. Oh, and here we go. Great start. Great start. This is perfect. This is the first episode. I'm Invisiblekatana. This is the first, I was going to say episode, but it's the first video, period, on the channel of Invisible High. My edibles haven't kicked in yet. I think I took 20 milligrams worth of edibles or something to that effect. I don't know. It's funny. I forgot I was doing that. I was just setting up this whole time beforehand. And then I was like, right as I was about to speak, I was like, oh crap, I'm going to be high soon. So yes, this is the first video on the channel. I'm in quarantine, Michigan quarantine. That's where I am. We are on lockdown until April 17th or something like that. We'll see. That's, that was like the magic date we have where like everything that closed, like when the schools first closed for us, it was actually like 2 weeks before our official shutdown. So then it was like, all right, the magic time was, it was 3 weeks for school. So it was April. And then after that was when the shutdown happened for like the state. It was like stay indoors, essential only. So been indoors since Tuesday. It's currently Saturday. I haven't been going crazy. I mean, I'm doing this, so clearly I must like being alone. But yeah, that's pretty much it so far. I thought nothing's been, actually, it's been crazy. So in Michigan, I don't know how this happened, but for whatever reason, Detroit is like the #1 location for issues. Wow, this game looks better. Holy crap. It's been a minute. Maybe it's just because I'm next to this little thing. It looks super smooth. This looks crazy. It's been a long time since I've played Control. So the camera just looks super zoomed in. I always felt like you saw more of her body for some reason. But anyway, coronavirus. It's insane. It's crazy. But I'm here today because I'm playing the DLC for Control.
Emergency rations don't include beer.
Oh, there we go.
I'm thirsty.
Beer makes you more thirsty. Just saying.
Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
So, So this should activate the actual
Marshall's
mission.
been missing for a while
Maybe.
now. Any ideas where she could be?
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the Atlas.
Okay.
Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on something.
Did you ask where she was going?
Maintenance it is.
Whew. Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating,
Something's definitely different.
She was by herself.
Unless
That
my
helps
edibles are kicking in and I'm seeing different
really,
new frame rates,
but
which is a
thanks.
thing. I don't know if
Hopefully
that's
she turns up.
I don't know if that's scientifically proven. That's a thing for me though. I take edibles and I'll be watching stuff
I'll
on
see you
TV,
later.
and I'm
Or
like,
I'll be.
whoa, that's almost more three-dimensional. I'll be watching stuff
Stay
on the
sharp.
CW and things look different when I'm high. It's really, really weird. All right, let's see. I actually need to see if this junk even. Oh no, that's okay. That stayed the same. That's still slow motion. Let me see. It's been so long. Okay, that just did. Nope, I took a picture. Man, it's been a long time. They must be kicking in already. I don't remember the buttons. I don't remember how to check my missions. Okay, that's how you see more. You have to sprint. See if she has something to say. Just nope. Okay,
I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
Even as a joke.
I'm curious if my stuff even actually downloads. Whoops. Okay, I need to. Alright. Shoot stuff. Shield. Push. Triangle. Nope. Circle. Got it. Alright, I'm not gonna remember that in 2 seconds. I don't think this is right. Something's up because the mission should be automatic. Alright, I'm gonna try to figure this out. I may or may not be a little bit extra, high when I come back because I can already feel it coming on. So we'll give it a minute here. I'm gonna try to figure this stuff out, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes. The foundation is downloaded. I don't know why the mission thing wasn't coming up or why I didn't. I guess I just have to find her. So we're going to maintenance. That's all I got right now. So I don't know what's happening. The game has some differences though, because some of the images they have for like materials and stuff, I'm like, I don't remember them looking that way. But at the same time, it's not like I was paying that much attention. But then I went to like the collectibles thing, and they've always had like the X-ray look. Well, this. Remember my buttons. Was it this? Yes, it was. I've always loved that, being able to like blast through. Maybe that's not new. Okay. It's been a very long time since I played Control. I can't say very. I did play the last DLC. Not that I can remember what the heck it was called now. I haven't beaten it, but I am super close. Let's see if I can actually pull this off. Oh, I think I killed it, yeah. Yeah, it's been so long since I played. It's like, it feels weird. Oops. No. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Actually, the map definitely looks different. The map used to be like gray. That's gray. Ooh. That's definitely new. So I think a lot of this stuff is new because that's not what the map used to look like. It's easier to see it in 3 dimensions, which the map definitely needed that. And shoot while I'm doing this. I can. It's easier to look through because I think you could still move around when you did it before, but it was a darker screen, so you couldn't see as well. And then a lot of this stuff, even this area looks different. I don't remember this area looking green, but this stuff, I don't remember the material designs looking this way. Like, I don't remember them all being different. I felt like they all used to look like that or something close to it, where it was just the same thing for all of them. And I think it was. So I think this stuff is new. And I know they were X-rays before, but I feel like they have more detail. Like, I don't remember that reel looking the way that it does now, especially like where you can see like the little hump on the left side as it actually ends. I feel like it was just a full circle. I don't remember being able to see like the wires of the phone and stuff like that. I felt like it was just the phone by itself, and it wasn't like that looks like a legit X-ray. And I guess I never really saw it as that before, where like the ends of the phone are like, you know, really white and stuff like that, and the button's not see-through, stuff like that. I think all of that is new. The case files, like, I don't remember that having a piece of paper. The paper, like little stuff, like it looks a little bit different, and it definitely runs smoother. That I can tell. There it is. Okay. Talk to the board. Me. Wrong button. Oh, wait, dang, I forgot. There you go. That helps. See, this is a good power. People hate on the mind power. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. And so is this. This is a good power too. People hate on this, but once you upgrade it, it's good. And once you get that ability, that's great for those enemies that, like, I guess move through dimensions. The ones that like pop up in your face. This is great for them because, especially if you, depending on what gun you have, you can do that. And then when they hit you with that first blast, it'll block all of it. Like, you won't take any damage, and then you're free to just shoot automatically. And that also damages them too, of course. I don't remember how to switch my weapon though. No? There we are. Oh. That was a total fluke that I caught that too. You are not mine. I always think of Shang Tsung like, your soul is mine. There we go. Alright. Oh, I guess that was an enemy that did that? I thought it was the one that I controlled. I'm like, cool, let's see how this plays out. Oh, I see. And see, this is where it comes in handy. You get the grenade, the grenadier, if you will. Everything's nice and fun. You watch them run. I never noticed the bodies disappeared and then reappeared. And okay, I was just about to say he definitely wasn't supposed to disappear because the fight was over. That's not how that works. Okay. So the foundation. Let's see. Yeah, this just looks. Well, this was always meant to look really cinematic. And speaking of cinematic, I forgot the camera moved this slow when you did it like this. It's always interesting. Like, I think this is the first one that's ever had an option like that, where it allows you to choose like how fast the camera moves and stuff like that. Also allows for a lot of jittery actions like this, which, oh, all right, we'll just, I'll take some pictures on my own time. All right. Nope, that is still, man, I am not remembering these buttons at all. Alright. Now see, it just says talk to the board. And that doesn't, maybe it does help. Hold on a sec, let's see. So I thought something initially, but I think, yeah, I was wrong. Okay, I am supposed to be in the, oh, there it is. It's yellow. Got it. I am a dumb. I don't remember. Director's office. Yeah, let's do central. All right, we found it. Hooray. These edibles need to kick in. But now that we're getting into it, it's good. This is like the thing that they needed to fix the most. Well, we'll see. Because the thing that they needed to fix the most was how the frame rate would just plummet to death when you fought a bunch of enemies. And like, especially with me using the, I'm just gonna call it the rocket launcher weapon. I forgot the exact name of it all. But
Welcome back, Director.
I feel like that's a new person's voice. And this should go up, if I'm not mistaken. I was mistaken. Okay. We'll just go to the director's office. We'll just do it the simple way. But yeah, the thing that they needed to... Oh, that's the wrong one. The thing that I felt... Nope. That's not even because I'm high. I really thought she would turn in faster, and I was definitely wrong. In the second floor. Letters. Nope. Okay. I need to be upstairs. Yeah. I should have like actually put. I don't remember being able. Oh, I guess you can jump. You just can't use your powers, which sucks. I've always wanted to like blow through these offices. I always wanted to do that. I thought it would be so fun. But you can only technically do it when you like first start playing the game. And that blows. I love the destruction in this game. The thing it needs to fix, I remember it. The thing it needs to fix is the frame rate. That was the big thing that kept happening when you fought a bunch of enemies, and especially with, nope, there we are. With this little thing, especially if I do this, I knew there was a shortcut. So that's super easy, but when it's with actual enemies, man, there it is. When it's with actual enemies though, that thing slows down so much. So I don't know if that's one of the things that got fixed, but it definitely needed to be. There we are. This is like the worst game to come back to high, because it's confusing enough as it is. Let's be honest. This game is like crazy. But also, I love Remedy. Oh wait. Uh-oh. This is in danger. You open the door, tree and maintenance. There it is. Hurry / post haste. I love the
Problem in the foundation.
I love that.
That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to
Is
check
it?
this out.
Cool. Oh, I thought that was gonna take me through. I think I'm starting to regain my abilities. Like, oh yeah, I do my dashes and stuff. I forgot that I did that. Do my dashes, and then I do. So this very helpful when you want to get higher. Well, it's not showing up now, but you can use that to like go up as well sometimes, and it's a really nice way to kind of cheat the system, much like a lot of the things in this game where you can mess around with the physics, and if you do it right, you can get to places you weren't really supposed to get to. That guy looks knocked out. Cool.
What are you talking about?
Sacrificed her brother's soul.
100 times to stop with your conspiracy horseshit.
That's definitely new dialogue for sure. Let's see. Maybe he'll say something new.
Man, I never... Look at me
Nope,
now, Mom.
nope. Okay. No, it would still be light. I'm a big dialogue person. So, especially in this game, like a lot of the, well, I shouldn't say a lot of the characters, there's only like 2 people to talk to. But they'll have, obviously all these different things you can talk about it, you can get people's opinions and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. You can get people's opinions on things and stuff like that, so... and they have those little moments. I love when games put that in too, where they have like the tiny bit of context, where it's like you can do, you'll talk to someone during a main mission, but if you come back to them like halfway through a mission, they'll comment on what they know that you've recently done, or if they're not a part of the main mission, if you talk to someone like him saying like, I don't know where she's at and stuff like that. What am I thinking? Because it's just somewhere in maintenance. But he did say Atlas Chamber, so I'll go back to Atlas. But they normally, I feel like they have some stuff like that in this game, where you'll go to someone, even if they're not a part of the main mission, they'll have something to say about it. Or if you talk to them and, you already did that part with them, and then you just say back like, hey, I figured out where they were, and they're like, oh, that's cool. I feel like they have that in some parts of this game. So I like stuff like that. It's like the little things just to hear, what people say. So wanted to check, see if he had it. Sadly, no. I'm sure I'll have something to say after it's all said and done. And I think once I do the jukebox thing as well, I might actually be able to get more dialogue out of him too. Because he was the person you talked to for the first DLC. And it gives you... Actually, I didn't need to do that. Yep. Okay, we're gonna go on ahead and go back then. Okay. I just had to double check. That's super weird that... I don't know. It says it's in the restricted area, but the foundation... Yeah, it's literally right there. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's new or not. I don't know. It must not... It can't be new. The foundation is just... Yeah, the rock quarry. The foundation... Okay, yeah. The foundation is the spot... Yeah, she said it already. Okay. I wasn't remembering what the foundation actually looked like.
Quiet. Trans-dimensional.
Oh.
This place really suits Ahti.
Okay. Yeah.
So that etching is the door.
Huh.
Okay.
So it wasn't just a drawing.
Let's try opening it.
Everything goes together. I actually just thought that these were supposed to be like a picture of as a representation of him going on this super weird supernatural journey that he's on. I like, what the F is Ahti's deal? Like, I think it's Ahti. It's just that dude's confusing. He's a mystery in himself. He's supernatural, clearly. I don't know. Good taste in music though, that's for sure. That Take Control song, definitely one of the best parts of the game for sure. Man, Foundation.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
This is cool. So the thing that I'm looking for, yeah, I really gotta. Okay, that works. Didn't mean
Looks
to,
like no one's been down here in a
toss it.
while.
Creepy. I like it. Yeah, I'm super high. I forgot what I was even talking. I know I was talking about the DLC, but I know this was a new thing from the trailer. But I forgot exactly what I was about to say.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be
that's
having
cool.
a field day down here.
That's super cool. What have we got?
My life's been a strange one. Certainly.
What's
strange
that light?
But this place.
Oh, okay.
It's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see.
Deep cavern.
But no one does.
For a second,
How did we miss it?
I was like, it would be so cool if those were like signatures.
Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Oh. Unless I'm mistaken, head of... Okay, I need to look at some files really quick. Ooh, Foundation's big. Not what I meant to do. Head of research is, what's his name? Whose name I totally can't remember, but definitely has one of the best cutscenes in the game. Let's see. Actually, it wouldn't be here. It would just be in multimedia. Darling, yeah. So that should be Darling because he is the head of research, if I'm not mistaken. Also, Darling is the voice actor for Alan Wake. That's AlanAke. I love that. That's the coolest thing ever. It took me a super long time to realize that that was him, which is funny. But he did something random, and I think I was like looking away, and I heard it, and I was like, he's Alan Wake, and it clicked. It's crazy that I just didn't know that. It was just insane that I hadn't figured that out already. But that really hit me. I was like, holy crap, that's Alan Wake. And of course the director is Max Payne, for anyone who didn't know that. So boom, there you go, Max Payne. And I love that.
I'm averse to using
That is why I love
objects of
Remedy
power.
so much.
I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust.
That's so cool. I like the idea that Max Payne became a director, even though I know it's not Max Payne, but I love that idea, like the crazy life Max Payne led, and then he gets into supernatural stuff, and I'm like, what would Max Payne say to some of the stuff that was going on here? That's interesting. But yeah, that I think was Darling, basically really young, which means he's the son of the last researcher, or the last director. Well, the one that would be like 2 directors ago, because I think Northmore, if I'm not mistaken, is the guy who was 2 ago, because the last guy Max Payne. I don't think that's Northmore. Well, I know it's not. But that is interesting, because I think that's Darling as a kid, which means he's the son of, like, basically the great-grand director, because it would be her, Max Payne, Northmore, I believe, is the guy who did end up dying, and then it would be Ash. But, oh, oops. Go a little bit higher. Nope, did it wrong. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Okay, this is just a random thing. That is not the way to go, like I was thinking. Or maybe it is and I already did it wrong. Ooh, that kind of scared me. I thought the light was like coming in on me. I was like, ooh, it's actually kind of creepy. Yeah, this... Okay, alright, this is where I'm going. I can remember which way I came from.
The Foundation,
Clearly I'm high.
bottom of the oldest house.
Cool.
Stop the hiss. Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless
Oh, man.
she's dead.
I hope
Jesus.
not.
She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Well, that sucks. That kind of explains the trailer a little bit better now. Because I was like, oh, she kind of like the way she was standing and stuff. I was like, yeah, it's like she's the director a little bit. That makes sense now. Yeah, because I think this clip was in the trailer, but it wasn't like everything else.
The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place. And on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Send me now. Okay. Here we go. Snap. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh man. Whew. I might have to change. I realized just. Whoa. I just realized that when I was laughing, I was like way out of frame. I'm gonna have to remember that. Normally, I'm not like laughing and then having to adjust. This game looks so good. It definitely looks better. It's running. I feel like I'm playing this. What the heck? I feel like I'm playing it. Ah, crap.
This found their way down here too.
That rock scared me a bit. Oh, if you have whoops. Oh, okay. That was an alien moment for me. I was like, I think so. I thought the little flare was like an eyeball moving around. I was like, what is about to burst out of here? Okay, they definitely didn't look like that before. The materials didn't have different patterns and stuff. I think I'm back. I'm slightly. I think we got a little bit before I have another laughing breakdown. That was a simple one. I should be fine for this. I think as long as I stick to my gaming videos, as long as the game isn't like specifically made for comedy, I don't think I have too many breakdowns. That's pretty cool. Oh. Yeah, you. Oh, okay. Oh, they may have actually changed that now that I think about it. Crap. Alright. I thought that was going to help. I keep doing that. I keep feeling like the PlayStation button is going to be the map button for some dumb reason. I have no idea why. I thought doing this would let me know what I was looking at and like which direction I was actually facing, because I would assume that's a great question now. Okay, no, I'm trying to figure out what on the map could possibly indicate the giant space I'm looking at, and it's like it has to be that thin line. That has to be where I'm at. So if that's the case, then that should actually loop around and I can find it later. So it should be fine. Did I make that thing stand? Oh, I think I made that stand up for a second. Weird. All right, here we go. Oh boy, there's a lot of complications in this game for me to just come in high. none of the stuff that I'm trying to actually do was working. That whole time when I was pulling that stuff in, I'm just like, all I was trying to do was just have the stuff swing into them, and I'm like, why isn't it working? Like, they were literally in front of it pretty much. It was just like right past them. Oh man. Whew, I should have got some water. Purified water, because I'm not an idiot, and I bought a purifier instead of 18 trillion bottles of water. Because that's all you need. Ah, I gotta sit all the way over? Weird. Man. Interesting. We'll have to see what happens with this, because in the trailer, like the crystals growing, there's a section I remember seeing where you actually... Ooh, crap, I forgot that was there. So, that's a reference to one of my little maneuvers that I like to
How
do.
is she on the hotline? Unless she's dead.
I feel like I have to get this or it won't collect.
She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
I don't know, I didn't need to listen to that, actually.
Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this
Okay. That's really weird that it took me all the way back. Because I felt like after fighting the enemies, and also, like, figuring that out. Oh, that's interesting. After having, like, the big moment with her on the phone, you would think that would be the save point. Like, hey, you already did, like, a little thing. I mean, I know I just started, but... yeah, the enemies don't respawn. That's weird. That's a weird one. Like, I don't really understand why it would send me all the way back there. Like, why wouldn't it auto-save right here? After, like, the first fight you have and stuff like that. That seems weird to me. Ooh, creepy. But I know that with the crystals, there's a segment later on where, whoops, there we go. Oh, okay. I was like right on it too, right on the save spot. Nope. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I thought for sure that would break. Okay, so that leads me into my new thing, where in the trailer, there's a scene where it seemed like she was pulling those out. That it's glitched into the wall. Yep, it was just sitting in there. Oh, dang. Alright, yeah, that's not... oh, there it is, square. I was like, I don't think there's a thing where you can actually just drop stuff. There we go. I like the red. Interesting. I have some new creatures to face off with. I love that it's just white. And then there's the red sand. Oh. Alright. I just remembered the end of the actual game. And I forgot. You know, for me it was like, clearly this was another mission, but I think this DLC isn't just like, oh, it's just DLC. This is like the rest of the actual story. Because if this is what I think it is, this is the image that's shown in it's like when you find the... I don't remember names, or I'm terrible with names in general, but the magic, the supernatural ability that you have, when you get to the part where it's actually being contained, there's this image that comes up and it's like a mirage of red sand. And I think this has to do with that, because it's going to be... this is actually not what I need. It's going to be the place that we saw. I just assumed it was, you know, it's a Remedy game. It's something weird. It's just a cool looking image. It's red sand just flowing. And now I think, yeah, I flew past it and I don't remember the name. Oh, I wonder if there's going to be items here. I'll check it all later. Yeah, you definitely get to control those 100%. Pull them up and push them down. But, oh, that means enemies. Maybe. So, I think this is basically the next. Interesting. Very interesting. Right. It seems like it's just the next phase of the story. It's not just DLC. Like, oh, it's just some next story. And I am forgetting all of my. Of course, I killed all my guys. She's moving super fast. What in the world? Oh, screw it.
The Hiss are using pickaxes now.
Killed all my people, and then every time I try to hit him, he like dodges at the last second. Okay. Yeah, this isn't some generic, oh, here's another cool little story that doesn't mean anything. This is the next phase. Relocation order. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called in all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of the hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore is ordering the foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out. And somehow convince Ash to come with us. Ash would just be the scientist. Because I'm like, it can't be the director because he wasn't alive. They would just, it's proper. So it's still Ash. But, yeah, Northmore is his last name. So Ash must be his last name. Alright, convince him somehow to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000. Oh. Okay. So yeah, Ash would be his last name and not his first name. Okay, so it's not Darling then. All right, sorry to like split. I'm trying to really figure this out because I'm like, I feel like this is 2 generations old, because Northmore was before the last guy, but I guess I need to double check just to make sure I got my timeline correct, because that would be even longer ago if Northmore wasn't the name of the last guy. It wasn't Max Payne. Alright, boys and gentlemen, kicking up a fuss. It's long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we... Oh, man. If he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? Huh. I didn't know that. That's really cool. We were breathing that shit in. Well, yeah, that would be bad. Yeah, man. Huh. Yeah, so that would be Dr. I don't think his first name is Ash. What is his first name? I could have sworn there's a thing. There's got to be one of these where he says his actual name. I know there is, because it wouldn't make any sense to not have one where
Welcome to the research sector
says
of
that.
the Federal Bureau of Control.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research.
All right, there we go. I needed to make sure. So Ash should basically be... Yeah, like I said, like 3 generations old. I guess I should have checked for the director to actually make sure I had his name right as well. Sorry if this is dumb, but I like to know. I feel like me doing games is not for people who want to get the story fast. I play games with you guys like I play by myself. So I'm like, oh, let's deep dive into the story. And I'm, especially for this, because with Remedy, that was the thing. That was the other topic I was forgetting. With Remedy, you get a lot of cool stuff. Like this next DLC, I'm gonna lose it because it's gonna be Alan Wake, and I cannot wait for that because I am very excited. Because it's supposed to be this. It's the AWE, which are alternate world events. You probably know that if you care. Hopefully, you actually care about the story. I don't know. I'm just talking. But that's the DLC name for the next one. It's AWE. But I was like, man, the AW, the Alan Wake experience, it might, it all fits together. And I hope they actually include Quantum Break, because they had AWE as like in graffiti in that game before this. And I know that this was thought up before Quantum Break was, because the song, this is like my favorite fact about this game, like this is the stuff that makes me go crazy. That's why I love Remedy. So Alan Wake is like one of my favorite games, and in Alan Wake, going back to Ati and his musical choices and the Children of the Elder Gods, the Children of the Elder Gods, or no, the Old Gods of Asgard, Children of the Elder Gods is the song they did. The Old Gods of Asgard are the band from Alan Wake. And so there's this weird thing. So there's Alan Wake. Sadly, still no Alan Wake 2. But we had the expansion, Alan Wake's American Nightmare. So in that song, they made a new one. Or in that game, they made a new song. And that song talks about control, because there's a part where the record plays backwards. And it was like, the next thing is going to be in a town called Ordinary. And I was like, okay. Didn't know what that meant. Quantum Break comes out. Nothing about Ordinary, like, you know, it's a great game, but it's, you know, time travel stuff. I was like, okay. Then this game comes out, and it hit me when I found out that what happened to them was in Ordinary, and I was like, it's the song. Like, it's the song that they made. What the heck was the name of that song? I can't remember the name of the song right now, but, you know, they say a town called Ordinary, Zachary. Okay, that's what I thought. So, you know, they have that in the song, and in this game there's one of these articles, or not articles, but one of these interviews here. It's actually, it's probably this one.
You mentioned a poem when we talked.
This is the one.
By Thomas Zane?
Yes.
So
Beyond the shadow you settle for.
there's a
There's
deeper,
a
dark,
miracle
or yeah,
illuminated.
something like that. One of the lyrics changes. There's something
I
deep,
looked the poem
deeper,
up.
darker ocean, greed.
Only I couldn't find any poet by that name.
So
I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What?
see, the interesting thing
don't
about
know
that
about it.
is,
It suits you very well.
it's really weird that she came up with someone else, and she wouldn't come up with like the song made by the really famous band, which I find very funny. It's like, that's all I seem to find. So that makes it really interesting if it's like, I don't know if that introduced the idea of like maybe an alternate dimension, because what she said was the actual song in Alan Wake's American Nightmare. So she thought it was a quote from someone else, but the song mentions it's going to happen in a town called Ordinary and stuff like that. And those characters actually dealt with some of the supernatural stuff. So it's just interesting that she thought of it as something else. And even, like I said, her doing the research, it could have been nothing, but her doing that research, it is weird that you wouldn't, you know, this is a, seemingly, yeah, it should be a modern day game. I do think they referenced the fact that the Alan Wake stuff was like 8 years ago. So it should be modern, but like I said, her not finding any of that stuff, it's just really interesting. So it's weird, because I'm like, Alan Wake is in this universe, but they could say it's like a weird alternate universe thing and something like that. I don't know. Yeah, you know, this is a great spot to end it, hopefully. So thanks for checking this out. This will be the first video. This is a terrible first video, but hopefully the others will be better. Maybe I'll do, I don't know if I should do more edibles. I should maybe switch up the game, because this would be like my mind-blowing game, and then I need some stuff that's just mindless action, me being silly, playing some GTA type stuff where I just fall over. But can I lift that? Oh, okay. I thought I could lift the whole thing. That would have been super cool. But yeah, me laughing and stuff. I don't know. I'm so high right now. But thanks for checking this out. Please join me for the next part for sure. I don't know how long this DLC is going to end up being, but I'm going to find out today, because this is my day today. In quarantine, I finally started, so I'm going to play to the end, beat up some monsters. That looks super cool. There's so much stuff. Maybe I'll get some pictures here. But figure out this crazy mystery. Maybe we'll end on a cliffhanger, and that'll lead into the next DLC. That would be amazing, because I'm a flip if they just like reveal some Alan Wake stuff. But we shall see. But this is the red sand. I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited. Now she's breathing in all those rusted iron flakes. I need to get her out of here. But yeah, join me for the next part. Of course, if you guys have any comments, please put them down in the comment section below. If you have suggestions for games that I should play while high, by all means throw them out there. I have a giant list of games that I need to complete, but if I have something you think would make me laugh or is like the perfect high game, definitely let me know. If I have it, I'll definitely do it. If not, it'll take some time because I don't have money. So we shall see. But if you have suggestions, without a doubt, definitely put them down in the comment section below. And thank you guys for watching. You hungry? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. Like I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Like I'm Shaggy. Man, I'm hungry. Man, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Yeah, man. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry.